Just a couple hours from Manhattan, beyond the traffic on the LIE, and past the roadside farm stands and antique windmills, lies one of the most elusive and mythologized summer destinations in America, the Hamptons. To most, it's a place of beaches and billionaires, white parties and rosé, maybe a quick weekend escape. But beneath the beach towels and polo shirts lies a different world, one built on legacy, real estate, rivalry, and unspoken rules. It's a world that looks effortless, but is anything but. In this video, we're taking you deep inside the secret world of the Hamptons, from the hedge fund compounds and $200 lobster rolls, to the social hierarchies that shape everything from where you eat to who you speak to. This is where New York's power elite goes to unplug, flex, and quietly compete. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos exploring the hidden layers of iconic destinations. Now, let's head east. First, let's talk geography. Because in the Hamptons, where you are matters, a lot. The Hamptons isn't a single town. It's a collection of villages and hamlets spread across the eastern end of Long Island. And while they may all share the same sea breeze, they don't share the same status. Southampton is old money. Think hedge funds, board memberships, multi-generational homes, and private clubs you've never heard of. East Hampton is polished and powerful. Understated mansions, designer boutiques, and people who summer, not vacation. Bridgehampton is equestrian, elegant, and deeply tied to the social circuit. Sag Harbor is historic and literary, with a harbor full of sailboats and a past full of whalers. Amagansett is where cool money hides, artists, actors, low-key moguls. And Montauk, that's the edge. Once a surf town, now colonized by high-end beach clubs, weekend warriors, and post-tech burnout. Every zip code tells a story, and once you're in, people know, instantly. But let's be clear, the Hamptons are built on real estate. Everything, your access, your status, your invitation to the party, begins with where you sleep. Not all homes are created equal. A beachfront mansion on Meadow Lane, Billionaires Row, can fetch upwards of $150 million. These homes aren't listed on Zillow. They're whispered about, traded quietly, protected by gates, hedges, and generational wealth. Even renting a modest place during peak season can run $100,000 a month. And that's before the private chef, the pool maintenance, and the car service to get your guests back to the city. And if you think this is just about square footage, think again. In the Hamptons, it's not about how big your house is. It's about how long you've had it. Legacy is the ultimate currency. A family compound in East Hampton that's been passed down for 3 generations? Priceless. A brand new build with every amenity and no social pedigree? That's called trying too hard. Let's talk about the social scene, because this world runs on rituals and rules. Every summer weekend in the Hamptons is a mini-season. Memorial Day to Labor Day, Friday night to Sunday evening, is its own ecosystem of brunches, charity galas, beach bonfires, and highly curated dinner parties. The right invite can elevate your social standing overnight. The wrong outfit at the wrong party? That's a setback. There are no formal scorecards, but make no mistake, you're being measured. By where you shop, the jitney crowd goes to Main Street. Old money does it at the farm stand. By where you work out, Tracy Anderson versus the beach run. And by how you vacation. If you post too much, you're a tourist. If you never post at all, you might just be a regular. There are social layers here, and most of them are invisible. Real power doesn't announce itself. It owns the house next door, lends you the boat, and hosts the dinner where a senator and a media mogul talk policy over grilled oysters without anyone raising their voice. And then there's the food. Yes, the Hamptons has become a haven for celebrity chefs and Instagram-friendly farm-to-table restaurants. But for the true insiders, the best meals happen off the grid. A private clam bake on the beach, an heirloom tomato salad from a garden planted in 1986. Oysters shucked by hand while barefoot on the dock. It's not about show, it's about sourcing, about stories, about knowing the exact week when the corn hits peak sweetness. And yes, there's always rosé, preferably Whispering Angel, but only during the day. The real insiders switch to gin by sunset. Money flows through the Hamptons, but not in the way you'd expect. This isn't Beverly Hills. People don't flash their wealth. They wear linen, not logos. The Range Rover is clean, but not new. The watch is rare, but under the cuff. The power is quiet, and that's what makes it intimidating. Many of the homes are owned by hedge fund managers, real estate developers, financiers. They're not here to impress. They're here to exhale, to secure, to signal to the world that they've made it, and that their children and their children's children will always have a place at the table. But for every quiet titan, there's a wave of new money trying to break in. Entrepreneurs, influencers, crypto millionaires. They throw massive parties, rent glass-walled compounds, helicopter in for the weekend. They're visible, loud, ambitious, and often temporary. Because in the Hamptons, staying power is everything. There's also the secret tension between the old guard and the newcomers. Old money prefers privacy. They avoid the weekend rush. They arrive on Thursdays and leave Mondays. They don't need to be seen. They already belong. New money? They arrive late Friday in a Sprinter van, post every cocktail, and leave Sunday sunburned and overstimulated. They want to belong, but often they just orbit the real action. This subtle tension plays out across beach clubs, fundraising galas, and even local zoning meetings. It's not hostility, it's hierarchy. And hierarchy in the Hamptons is sacred. But it's not all champagne and shoreline. There's a quieter side to the Hamptons, and it's real. Writers live here, painters, chefs, farmers. There's community theater, bookstores, antique fairs. You can still get an egg sandwich at a deli that hasn't changed since 1972. You can still hear crickets at night. And yes, people live here year-round. School teachers, firefighters, tradespeople. They drive past the Range Rovers. They patch the roads and paint the porches. They make the summer possible, and many of them can no longer afford to live in the towns they keep running. Because the truth is, the Hamptons aren't just a place, they're an industry. Every sunset photo, every clam bake, every rented convertible comes with a cost, paid not just in dollars, but in labor. And that's the part most people never see. So what is the Hamptons really? It's a dream, built on legacy, status, and sunlight. It's a performance, where the lines are blurred between real and curated, casual and coded. It's where power goes to relax, and to be seen relaxing. It's also a paradox. Public beaches with private entrances, gourmet meals eaten on picnic tables, billionaires who wear flip-flops, and farmers who drive Teslas. To some, it's pretentious. To others, it's perfect. But to those who truly belong, it's not about money. It's about memory, connection. The idea that you grew up summering here, that your kids will too. That you don't rent the dream, you inherit it. So, what's the secret to the Hamptons? It's not the parties, not the property, not even the view. It's the ability to blend in so well that no one questions why you're there. Let us know in the comments. Have you ever visited the Hamptons? Did you feel the magic or the performance? And what's your idea of the perfect summer escape? Because whether you're on the guest list or just passing through, one thing is certain, the Hamptons are never just about the beach. They're about the story the beach lets you tell.